At the United Nations General Assembly, Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif attempted to rewrite history. He spoke of military victory against India and touted a miraculous economic recovery. But what the world witnessed was nothing more than an act of diplomatic desperation. The number of Indian jets Pakistan claimed to have downed keeps changing and always seems to climb. On the crucial subject of the May War, Mr. Sharif demonstrated a profound confusion between fact and fantasy. On May 7th, in the Pakistan Assembly, he claimed 5 Indian jets were downed.
और पाकिस्तान के उकाब मुकम्मल तौर पर तैयारी में थे और हमारे जहाजों ने पाकिस्तान की सरहदों को अबूर नहीं किया। जनाब स्पीकर, जो ही हिंदुस्तान के जहाजों ने पेलोड उन्होंने रिलीज किया, हमारे उकाब झपटे और आनन फानन 5 जहाज जिनमें 3 राफेल हैं उनको मार कराया और उनको ऊंधे मुंह वो कश्मीर पर जाकर गिरे, बठिंडा में जाके गिरे।
Weeks later, in Azerbaijan, he raised the count to 6 Indian jets, even specifying 4 Rafales.
And 55 Pakistanis were injured. Ladies and gentlemen, we had to respond in defense of Pakistan. And within no time, our formidable Air Force downed 6 Indian planes, 4 Rafale French-made planes, 1 MiG-29 and another plane and then a drone. And we conveyed a message to India.
And now at the UNGA, he inflated the number again, proudly declaring that Pakistan's Falcons had turned 7 Indian jets into scrap and dust.
Our Falcons took flight and etched their answer across the skies, resulting in 7 of the Indian jets turned to scrap and dust. A decisive response.
3 different numbers in less than 5 months, none backed by any concrete evidence. India's reply was sharp and landed a direct hit on the claim of a military victory.
If destroyed runways and burnt out hangars look like victory, as the Prime Minister claimed, Pakistan is welcome to enjoy it.
Pakistan's duplicity extends beyond military fabrications into the economic reality facing its citizens. While Sharif boasted of economic stabilization, independent sources confirm a catastrophic collapse. The World Bank just reported that Pakistan's national poverty rate has surged, rising 7% in just 3 years to a staggering 25.3%. This is a regime failing its people while feeding the world a fairy tale. India called the entire speech absurd theatrics and quickly reminded the world that Pakistan has a track record of glorifying terrorism instead of dismantling it.
This assembly witnessed absurd theatrics in the morning from the Prime Minister of Pakistan, who once again glorified terrorism that is so central to their foreign policy. However, no degree of drama and no level of lies can conceal the facts. This is the very same Pakistan which, at the UN Security Council on 25th April 2025, shielded the Resistance Front, a Pakistani-sponsored terror outfit, from the responsibility of carrying out the barbaric massacre of tourists in the Indian Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Mr. President, a country long steeped in the tradition of deploying and exporting terrorism has no shame in advancing the most ludicrous narratives to that end. Let us recall that it sheltered Osama bin Laden for a decade, even while pretending to partner in the war against terrorism. Its ministers have just recently acknowledged that they have been operating terrorist camps for decades. It should come as no surprise that once again this duplicity continues, this time at the level of its Prime Minister.
While Pakistan's Prime Minister glorifies terror, India, in May, exercised its right to defend its people, bringing the perpetrators of attacks like the barbaric Pahalgam massacre to justice. With Jyoti Shukla, Bureau Report, India Today Global.